is today's warm-up. Pause the video to complete questions 1 through 3.
Go. To find the answer for number 1, you add up all the angles and set it equal to 180 times 5. So then you have 4x plus 460 equals 900. You subtract out the 460, which gives you 440, so then you have 4x equals 440. You divide 440 divided by 4, and x equals 110.
To find number 2, you would add up all the outer angles and set them equal to 360. So you would get 2x plus 324 equals 360. You would subtract 324 from both sides and get 2x equals 36, and then you'd get x to be 18.
Go. For number 3, you must find the measure of the interior and exterior angles of a regular decagon. For this, the decagon has 10 sides, and all the interior angles will equal 1,440 degrees, which you'll set equal to 10x because there are 10 sides. When you divide by 10, you'll get 144 for each interior angle. Then for the exterior angles, you will set 360 equal to 10x because all exterior angles will equal 360 and there are 10 sides. When you divide by 10, you'll get each exterior angle equaling 36 degrees.
That's good. It's fine.
Today's lesson focuses on 8.2, using properties of parallelograms.
For now on, you should be taking notes. A parallelogram is a quadrilateral with both pairs of opposite sides parallel to each other. That is represented by the different colored arrows.
This slide is the most important and states all theorems and properties that apply to a parallelogram. Theorem 8.3 states that if a quadrilateral is a parallelogram, then all opposite sides will be congruent. Theorem 8.4 states that if a quadrilateral is a parallelogram, then all opposite angles are congruent. Theorem 8.5 states that a parallelogram always has consecutive angles that are supplementary. For example, angle A plus angle B will always equal 180 degrees. Theorem 8.6 states that a quadrilateral is a parallelogram if and only if diagonals bisect each other.
Theorem 8.3 states, in a parallelogram, all opposite sides are congruent. So, x equals 55 and y equals 24.
Go. As Theorem 8.4 states, opposite angles are congruent, so y would equal 92. Quick reminder, no texting in class.
Go. As Theorem 8.5 states, opposite angles in a parallelogram are congruent and consecutive angles are supplementary. So y equals 65 degrees because it is opposite of the angle that is 65 degrees, and x is 115 degrees because it is supplementary to the angle that is 65.
As Theorem 8.6 states, diagonals bisect each other in a parallelogram. So 10 minus m equals 5, so m equals 5. And then 12 equals 4n, so n equals 3.
This is your in-class quiz. Pause the video to take it.
Go. For number 1, x equals 41. For number 2, angle A equals 60 degrees, angle D equals 120 degrees, segment AB equals 6 degrees, and segment DC equals 15. For x in number 3 equals 35 degrees, y equals 145 degrees, and z also equals 35 degrees. For number 4, x equals 22.
For more practice, go to this hands-on interactive site. If you don't quite understand the lesson, go to this extra video for more explanation. The links will be posted at the end of the video.
These are the challenge problems. Take a minute to review them and try them with your partner.
For A, you would set y squared minus 6y minus 6 equal to 2y squared plus 8y plus 18. And you would get y squared plus 14y plus 24 equals 0. And you'd factor that to get y plus 12 times y plus 2 equals 0. to get a final answer of y equals -12 and y equals -2. For part B of challenge question A, you would set x squared plus 7x minus 14 equal to 3x squared plus 2x minus 77. You would simplify to get 2x squared minus 5x minus 63 equals 0. And you would factor out 2x plus 9 times x minus 7 equals 0. And get x equals -9 halves, which wouldn't work, and x equals 7.
Okay, so to find the x comma y point, or the fourth point on the parallelogram that is missing, you must first look at the top segment of the parallelogram and see that 4, 7 and 9, 7 are on the same horizontal line, meaning that you can just subtract 9 minus 4 and find that they are 5 points apart. Then you can use the same equation and do 13 minus 5 equals 8, meaning that the fourth point missing on the parallelogram will be 8, 0 because it is 5 points away from 13, 0.
Does that make sense, Mrs. Bagel? No, that's making dollars.
I like to move it, move it. I like to move it, move it. I like to move it, move it. You like to move it. I like to move it, move it. I like to move it, move it. I like to move it, move it. You like to